My name's Dr Cosmo Duff Gordon. I'm a chartered psychologist. I'm an addictions treatment specialist. I've been working in the addiction treatment field since 2005. And I founded Start2Stop Outpatient program in 2010. And I founded Muse House, Start2Stop's residential secondary in South Kensington in 2012.
Start2Stop Muse House is a residential facility that offers daycare treatment in tandem. Residents that stay here are on the daycare program, but we also offer that daycare program to non-residents. So these are people that are maybe returning from extended treatments elsewhere. They're coming back into London. Perhaps they need to reintegrate with family, with work, with life, with those kind of things. Start2Stop also offer an intensive outpatient program, which we colloquially call the evening program.
I founded Start2Stop Outpatient Evening Program, which is the program designed for functioning binge-pattern addicts and alcoholics who are probably living at home and have got jobs. And it's a 14-week program. It's an ideal way of getting well and getting recovery while living at home, going to work.
But it's around giving them some scaffold to come back into life with a support framework around them, but also have a safe, confidential, supporting space in which to talk about stuff that may feel difficult, particularly around the consequences of any addictive behaviour.
Residentially, we're ideal for people who have had, some sort of serious addiction problem, have almost certainly done at least 28 days of primary treatment, are sort of up for recovery, if you like, aware that they're going to need help, scaffolding. Our outpatient evening program that I founded in 2010, that program is ideal for functional binge pattern addicts. I think 92% of people who've ever done that program of binge pattern alcohol and cocaine don't have a physical dependency, have a more or less intact life, still have a job, still have a career, still have a family, albeit with dysfunction and problems because of the addiction. So the evening program's ideal for that sort of binge pattern client because they can live at home, carry on working and get recovery.
Primary is a wonderful thing. It gets people out of, crisis. It gets them out of a cycle of addiction that they unable to break, by themselves. So primary gives that safe place to go, and secondary backs that up really well because it gives them a safe landing. Sometimes when they come out of primary, it's kind of a real shock to their system, and that's where the associations with all of their using, the old friends, the pubs, the bars, the clubs, and that's where we come in for secondary.
We're a 12-step based treatment centre, so we're going to keep looking and reviewing people's understanding of what they need to do just to stay sober. And in each case, it's about finding different ways of dealing with the feelings and different ways of coping. So much of using, not addiction, but using, is based on managing feelings, managing thoughts, etc. That if you take that away, there isn't another coping strategy in place. So it's about replacing kind of maladaptive coping strategies with well-adapted coping strategies.
You're not hidden from the world, you're in the world. And actually it's really important that secondary treatment happens where you live, in your community. So if you're from London, it makes no sense to do secondary treatment in, say, Los Angeles. You should be doing it in London because it's in London that you can build a support system.
So what we're trying to achieve with clients is we're trying to help them understand their addiction, the impact that it's had on them, the impact that it's had on different areas of their lives, the impact that it's had on their loved ones, and the deadly nature of it, that where it can lead. And we're trying to show them that it doesn't need to be like that there's another way, to live, that they can be free, that they could go on to live, wonderful lives, and that they can find hope and healing and freedom and connection.
This will be a journey that will transform your process, the rest of the path you follow in life, for the absolute best. It will be one of the most rewarding experiences of your lifetime. For me, the gifts of recovery keep on coming every single day. I'm now just coming up to 4 years in my sober milestone, And I, to this day, see changes that happen that are only down to the process that I've taken and those steps that I've taken. And they might be small steps to start with, but that's absolutely fine. You don't need to have it all in one day. And I learned that through being with Start2Stop. And I think it all seems really, really daunting to start with. But it is just taking it one day at a time. And each day you will be guided and loved and supported through the process. You won't be alone, and you will be surrounded with like-minded people, all in the same stage of just wanting that liberating feeling that recovery can give you. And there is hope, and there is a loving, kind future for you.
There is a lot of hope out there, and if you are in the midst of active addiction, I would say that you should reach out, find someone that you can be honest with about what's going on, because that's kind of where it always starts for me, is about honesty about what's going on.